Welcome back. Now, a few weeks ago, we asked you to share your hopes, expectations, and aspirations for the year 2017. We have received a lot of great responses, and we want to share them with you. Now, Ndara Merera from Kisii in Kenya says, the African Union is neither able nor willing to promote democracy in Africa. It promotes the opposite. I can only give credit to ECOWAS. Abdul Qadir Mohammed Abdullahi from Mogadishu in Somalia says, I hope for my country Somalia peace and political and economic stability. And Habib Abdel Gabbar from Kas in Darfur in Sudan writes, we should be united, work together and serve every corner of our continent. Also, he adds, all despots must be eliminated. And then David Juma from South Sudan cries out to the world and says, brothers and sisters, we really need peace, justice, and rule of law in our land, South Sudan. Our people are suffering from civil war right now. And I want to thank you very much for your responses, and please keep them coming. Go to Facebook, the address is Africa54, and tell me what you are or your hopes are for 2017, or send me a tweet at VOA Vince McCory. Now, a national strike is paralyzing Kenya's public health system. The doctors are demanding that the government lives up to a 2013 agreement to increase their salaries and address other issues like the lack of adequate medical equipment. But the strike has left tens of thousands of Kenyans without access to affordable medical care for almost 2 months. VOA's Jill Craig reports.
He starts with a basic idea, then fills the canvas as different thoughts pop into his head. In this case, using his pencil and paintbrush to depict the effects of an ongoing doctor's strike in Kenya.
Let me say I'm just creating awareness. I'm not favoring any side, but I'm just neutral. But I take my art. You know, art is a very powerful tool. I'm taking it as a tool to facilitate to the ongoing strike so that people can know their positions, and then they can be able to come together faster and solve the issue.
And so Kenyan artist Joseph Mbatia, better known as Bertiers, has started working on a new piece that depicts his interpretation of the strike. Not the first time he's worked on this theme. In 2014, Ebola hit West Africa, and many were concerned it might move east. So Bertiers imagined a doctor's strike coinciding with an Ebola outbreak in Kenya.
I had planned that to do that because I had some rumors that doctors will go on a strike. And in fact, they did it.
The strike happened. Ebola did not. And Bertiers showcased this piece at an East African art auction in 2015. One of the many politically and culturally motivated works he has created here at his studio on the outskirts of Nairobi. He says there's a reason for the many sardonic details that characterize his style.
With me, when I draw it like that, it gives more impact to people out there to see that the matter is becoming even more serious. When you go to the hospital and find that there are some dead people in the bed, and there are others who are coming to see their loved ones, whether they are being given drugs, it is really not too good.
And as he continues to work in his studio, Bertiers says he hopes the doctors will soon go back to work as well. Jill Craig, VOA News, Nairobi.